Hi, my name is Brittany J. Jones. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to do a blind stitch. You can do a blind stitch on your sewing machine or you can do it by hand. And in this tutorial, I will be doing it by hand. Let's get started. To demonstrate a blind stitch, I'm going to be using this piece of fabric here. I also have a needle and thread, and my thread is single threaded. So I have the knot only on one end of the thread here. For my fabric, I have it prepped as though this is the hem of my garment. So I have pressed under 1/4 inch and I folded up my hem like so. So I'm just going to turn my fabric like so. This would be the hem of your pants or your skirt or your dress or whatever you are doing your blind stitch on. So what you want to do is you want to fold down the garment about 1/4 inch below the edge of the hem or your facing. You could also be doing a blind stitch along your facing. So again, this would be your garment here, and you just want to fold it down 1/4 inch below the edge of the hem. So this is the edge of my hem. I have it folded down about 1/4 inch. You should have your hem up here and your garment 1/4 inch down, folded like so. For this stitch, I'm going to start on the hem edge. So I'm just going to bring it through like so. Okay, now that I have come through on the hem, and I didn't go through this portion of the hem, I'm just right here on the inside of the hem. Now I'm just going to make a small diagonal stitch, picking up one thread of the garment fabric. So again, you want to make sure that you get just one thread here because you want this to be invisible. You don't want it to show on the right side of the fabric. Okay, so now that I've done a diagonal stitch here, I'm just going to come back over here to the hem edge. I'm going to do another diagonal stitch in the hem edge, like so. And now I'm just going to pick up one thread over here. Again, small diagonal stitch, picking up just one thread on the garment fabric. Bringing that through like so. And now we're just going to repeat the steps. Going across, making a small diagonal, coming over to the hem edge like so, bringing that through, and now making another small diagonal stitch, grabbing one thread on the garment fabric. Okay, I've worked my stitch for a little bit here, so I'm just gonna come over here to the hem edge, again still coming diagonally, and I'm just going to tie this off, create a knot here. After you have created your knot, you can go ahead and bury your thread into the hem edge. I'm just gonna pull that through, grab my snips, clip that off. And I've done my blind stitch right here along the hem of my garment. So this would be the inside of the garment here. As you can see, you don't see any stitches, and this would be the right side of the garment. If you are using coordinating thread to match your fabric, then you would not be able to see these little pieces of thread here on the right side. And again, this is the inside. And this is what the stitch looks like in the garment. And again, going in a small diagonal motion, we just went from the hem edge to the garment, picking up a thread, to the hem edge to the garment, hem edge to the garment. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of doing a blind stitch.